Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview on a Monday, July 25th, 2016. Coming to you live from Thailand, currently 7:28 a.m. and 20:28 on Wall Street. Monday morning for me, Sunday night on Wall Street. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, if you would, please come visit our website at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Great site, economic calendar, demo accounts, live accounts, binary options, everything you can possibly imagine is right there for your trading experience. All right, traders, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday, and I am your moderator for the market opening preview series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006 after watching an infomercial at 2 a.m. in the morning, went to their seminar 3 days later, and I was hooked ever since. Traders, you trade every single trading day, and I trade two instruments. I trade options during Asia and London, and I trade Forex during Asia and London. I trade options in the New York session. So my day starts early. My day starts at 5:30, 6 o'clock, and I usually end about 10:30, 11, depending on what's going on in New York. So it's quite a busy day. No, I don't sit in front of my computer for all that time. That's why we have iPhones and iPads. I can monitor my trades as we travel along. So what kind of a trader am I? I'm a pullback trader. I like a trade to make it smooth. I like to use Fibonacci, as you'll see on my charts. You see that all the time. And I look for the pullback, give me the pullback, and you know what? We'll jump in at a better price and we'll sell it because Forex does not move in a straight line. So how do I do that? Well, I listen to fundamentals. I pay for a newsfeed and I listen to fundamentals probably 18 hours a day. I know what's going on in the markets. I know what is coming out economically. I know if there's going to be a speaker, and if there's a surprise, I'm pretty much on it right away. Why is that important? Well, it's important because it protects your trade. You know, if Angela Merkel decides to hit the microphone unexpectedly, you know, you got to get over to your Euro trades and make sure you're protected because she's going to say something to move the market. She always does. She's done it for the last 6 years or whatever. And, you know, she just moves the markets. But I'm a technician. I love looking at charts, candlestick patterns, price action, price structure, support, resistance, price failure, but most of all, price levels. Forex repeats itself. And if you have levels on your charts, it repeats itself. Price will go to a level, it'll get rejected or go through it. And it always does overshoots. Don't get alarmed by overshoots. It happens. And then it'll continue in the trend that it's moving. So what do? I take the fundamentals. I take the technicals. I've done my analysis on both. And I make a trade plan. Once my trade plan's in force, that's it. My trade plan's in force. I will tell you that there's, 41 currency pairs? Traders, I only look at 8 currency pairs throughout my trading day. I will switch them up and I will change them if something interesting is happening in a different pair. So I'm not glued to only trading those 8 pairs. I trade anything. You know, I'll trade pork belly pigs if I can make a profit, right, in my trading. That's the nice thing about being able to read charts and do an analysis. You can trade anything, right? So important. Yes, on Friday, this is going to run long, but on Friday, I spent hours and hours and hours just redoing my charts and my options charts and my Forex charts and just getting everything pinpointed exactly the way I want it so I can go on a currency pair and get the information really fast. I don't have to start putting lines on my charts. I do that the day before. So it really helps me out. All right, that's way too much about me. Let's get moving. This is the legal stuff. Forex trading has a large potential reward, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex market. Remember, traders, this is a what? Capital preservation. You have to have capital preservation to trade tomorrow. If there's no money in your account, can't trade. Means you got to go back to a demo account. Therefore, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's take a look at the numbers on Wall Street. The Dow 30 positive 0.29%, the S&P 500 positive 0.46%, the Nasdaq positive 0.52%, and the small cap 2000 closed positive 0.72%. Let's head over to the Eurozone, the DAX. I've been trading the DAX at the London Open lately. It's been very interesting, I have to tell you. The DAX closed negative 0.09%. The FTSE 100 closed negative 0.46%, with the CAC 40 out of Paris closing positive 0.11%. The Euro Stoxx 50 positive 0.09%. Nice day in the Eurozone. That's green numbers. You know, you like to see green, right? You like to see the indices and the stocks and everything going up, right? You like to see that going up, because then all you got to worry about your pullback. Well, we have a Fibonacci tool for that. I use Fibonacci tool as much on options as I do on my Forex charts. Nothing moves in a straight line. Everything comes back, right? All right. The Nikkei 225 is currently trading at positive 0.31%. The S&P 500 out of Australia is positive 0.65%. The China 850, which opens up in about 1 hour, is closed negative 0.96%. And the Hang Seng also on Friday closed negative 0.16%. However, the Kospi out of Seoul is currently trading, and it is positive 0.38%. All right, let's take a look at our economic calendar. You know, we got a lot of data coming out this week. I think it's going to be a great trading week. We have a lot of medium impact data. So in Asia earlier today, we did have some news. They had their trade balance came out good. Exports was in the green. Imports was in the green. So, you know, Japan did really well in their data so far today in London. However, I didn't see any big move on the charts. However, I do not look at a dollar-yen chart during this presentation. I do on my live charts. My live charts that I trade from, I watch the dollar-yen very closely. All right, let's see what we got going on. So if we get into the, wow, I'm seeing a lot of index trades. What is that all about? We do have RBNZ Governor Wheeler speaking today. We got German current account, medium impact, but we have German IFO, business climate account, high impact. Keep an eye on that. We do have CBI industrial trends out of the pound today. A lot of data out of the pound. I'd like to say the data is helping the pound, but it really isn't. And that's about it as far as high impact. But there's a lot of medium impact coming out today. So just keep an eye on that. I think it's going to be a good Monday. I think we got some price action. I think traders are going to be trading. You know, we're back into, you know, it is summer, and it's, you know, I hear, oh, it's slow. Listen, there are trades out there. You know, you just got to work at it. You got to be, well, one, you got to be in front of your charts. If you're not in front of your charts, it doesn't work, right? I don't care if it's on your iPad. You know, I don't go out until my trades are on. I don't place trades on my what can I say? Mobile devices, my iPad or my iPhone. I do my trades on my master computers with my 3 screens, and I make sure that I'm in the right direction. I'm doing the right thing. I can have my price levels are right there. You know, all that stuff's not on my mobile devices. So I do trade from my office. Now, once my trades are in, and I'm not going to trade again, I can go out, such as the break between London lunch and the New York Open. It's a good time for Bill to slip out, because that's about 6:30, 7 o'clock in p.m. in Thailand. Good time to go out and grab a bite to eat. Back in 1 hour. Now it's 9 a.m. on Wall Street, and we can trade the New York Open. So, yeah, that's the way it works. That's the way I do it. So I do spend a lot of time, and let me tell you, my iPad is with me all the time. I'm listening all the time what's going on in the markets. My news feed is awesome. All right, let's take a look at, and by the way, you can get news feeds for free out there, folks. You don't have to pay for a news feed. My news feed just gives me a lot of information. I get emails, I get pre-session, mid-session, end-of-session reviews, so I get a lot of information. The free services don't give you that. But as just a retail trader, and you know, I'm a moderator and I do other projects, so I need that information. But there's plenty of free moderated news sites out there, and a lot of platforms now are giving it to you for free at real time not delayed. Most of the free ones are about 10 seconds delayed. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the euro dollar. Nice move to the downside. Was this not just beautiful? Just a waterfall. The 10 EMA crossed the 55. You had 4 candles to get into this trade. I mean, it's not like you had to sweat this one and sit on the edge of your, chair to figure out if you wanted to get into this trade. 4 candles. This hit this 55 EMA 3 times. And, I mean, this was just like a sell trade. Your stop went above that 200 exponential moving average, really close to that 1045 area, and you were in. And this thing is just tanking like a rock. So we put a fib on there. I want it to come back up to the 38.2, and then we're going to take this to the downside. I don't think we're going to have a problem with the daily pivot point. There's no price action left of the chart. So we're just looking for the pullback. We're going to jump in this baby, and hopefully by London open or 90 minutes into London, we can sell the euro. All right, let's take a look at the pound. Oh, I look at the pound, and the first thing I think of is Brexit, right? Brexit. Well, unfortunately, last week's pound numbers, I don't think they had a good number all week. They're just taking a beating, okay? So what do we have here? What are we seeing here? Well, what we're seeing here, folks, is we're seeing on a Friday, people made some really nice profits last week on this pair, just taking the waterfall to the downside. So this is a profit-taking move. So I'm thinking we can get back up to the 61.8 daily pivot. There isn't a lot of price action left of the chart. It might go through that, but I don't think it's going to go through the 200. And the worst scenario is it goes to the 200, and then we'll sell it. But I'd like to sell it at 31.55. We'll get out at 30.85. Just a nice trade. Just a really nice trade. This is a nice 70 pip trade, and easy. This is really easy trade. You don't have to be really technical to get into this trade, right? Very easy. All right, let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. Again, this is one of my favorite pairs to trade. I trade it a lot. It's volatile because it's a commodity pair. So if something comes out from another country, it affects the Aussie dollar. Let me give you an example. China data comes out. The first place I go to is the Aussie dollar, right? First place I go to. BOJ comes out with something. Where do I go to? Of course, I go to the dollar yen and I go to the Aussie dollar, right? Because they're commodity pairs. Oil comes out. Where are you going to go to? Sure, you're going to go to the CAD, right? Go to the CAD, go to New Zealand, right? Go to those pairs that are going to be affected by oil. So what do I think is going to happen here? Well, I think we're going to get a pretty aggressive pullback. I think this has come back up to 23.6. However, they had no data today, and I don't know why we had this big candle. I'm saying it's profit taking. Look at this drop off it had on Friday in the after lunch. Actually, this was close to Asia. At the end of Asia, this dropped off, and then later in New York just wiggled its way back up. A couple of things I don't like. One is the daily pivot point has a lot of price action left of the chart. The other thing is that the 10 exponential moving average is a fair distance from the current candle, and we'll have to take that into consideration. So I'm not going to jump into this one and just click the mouse. We're going to have to wait. But if it comes up to that 74.90 area, that looks to me like to be a nice shot to get down on this thing. We'll just take this thing to the downside. All right, let's take a look at the Euro Aussie. I talk about the Euro Aussie every day. It's probably my favorite trading pairs to trade. You know why? Because it doesn't correlate with anything. It just does what it wants to do, right? Just does what it wants to do. So here we go. We've got it. Euro Aussie. This thing is to the downside. And, it looks like we missed the bus. And we might have. The only nice thing about this is the 10 EMA is a long way away from price, and I'm expecting a pullback. I'd love to get a pullback to the daily pivot point. We got major resistance left of the chart, and we can get in this at 1.4721. We'll get out at 1.4650. Beautiful trade if it works. Couple of issues. The 10 and the 55 have nice angle and separation to the downside. This might not give us a pullback, folks, and you have to realize that. So you could. Now, I took this before I did the presentation. This is only about 5 minutes old, maybe 10 at the most when I took this video. So, you could draw a horizontal line here and say, listen, if this breaks this, gives us a retest, we can do a total new analysis and sell it from there if we miss the boat. But I'm hoping this comes back up. All right, let's take a look at the euro yen. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The euro yen has done absolutely nothing since Thursday, right? Thursday, 21. Yeah, Thursday. This pair has done nothing. Just sideways. Yeah, it's given a couple of pips here, a couple of pips there. Trade plan still the same. No difference. It hasn't done or hit any area of significance. So we are just going to wait. I would look at that 61.8 fib, though, and I'd go down to like 116.90 to get in this trade, okay? And look to take this to the downside. But we'll see. The yen is open, and they're already yakking on the news feed, so they're talking, and they're not, they start talking. It's going to move this pair. That's why it's so important. You either have a good economic calendar or you have a news feed that talks and moderates for you during the trading day. And like I said, you can find that for free, and a lot of platforms give you that for free. Okay, like my options platform, I get free news feeds. Unfortunately, that guy does not start till an hour before the London Open, and I need data in Asia. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the New Zealand dollar, another one of my favorite pairs. Absolutely nothing, folks. This pair has done nothing. Simple trade plan, very simple. This pulls back to 0.7020, and I love the 20s and 80s, and we'll take this down to 0.6955. Simple trade plan. It's not a big deal. Just let it come to you. Get your bearish candlestick formation, get a little bit of confirmation somewhere, right? We want to make sure we're up here when we take the trade at that 70.20. Why? Well, if you look at the daily pivot point, if you took this trade here, you're trading into left of the chart a lot of Forex junk. You're going to get bounced around here. This is not the place to enter the trade, folks. This needs to pull back up to close to this 200 and, get above this R1. It's rejected the R1 once, but we need to get up. We need to get up. This thing needs to move up, and then we can sell this, okay? We can sell this off. All right, traders, that wraps up our 6 currency pairs. Hopefully you got something out of that. And you know what's a nice thing? We did it in only 2 minutes. Past our 15-minute mark. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilda, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I want to thank you for joining me on Monday, July 25th, 2016. Traders, please come visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, take care and have a great trading day. And like I say every day, trade smart and not hard. Traders, take care, and we'll see you in about 24 hours. Take care now. Bye-bye.